Okay, I'm back. I know I'm back. We are back. Okay, so I was literally on the wrong internet. This is 10 times faster than my regular what I was on. The thing that I'm on now is 10 times faster. That was the problem the whole time. Okay, now we're good. Now we can actually hang out here. It might take a second to catch up here. Hold on. Yeah, this should be good. So, you know what? When I got, when I increased the internet here, the internet speed, I went from AT&T to Comcast. Comcast is 10 times faster, but I did not get rid of the AT&T. I kept it. And I kept it because of sometimes the internet is gets a little weird. AT&T never got weird, but it's incredibly slow. But Comcast is great. Okay, so now I'm at 749, 973. So I'm going to hang out with you guys until I hit 750,000, which will probably be in about 10 minutes or something. If video's choppy, James, you should just refresh your page and it should clear it right up. Is it doing weird things again? It says my stream health is really good right now. Yes, that was my piece, David. That was called from my video Musical Gravity. Okay, so all right, so I want to talk about some stuff here. Because from now on through the end of the channel, or through the end of the channel, from now on to a million, so 250,000 more. It's I want to think about kind of the things that I'm doing. Hey, Peter. Wait, Comcast is you share it with your neighbors. AT&T is direct connect to fiber panel. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I do not like this Comcast. It's really, really ticking me off. Well, I have both. Thank you, Peter. I'm actually not at 750, Peter. I'm at 749, 976. But I'll be there in about, I'd say, 10 minutes. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about kind of where I go with the channel, because this is, you guys are very important to this. You guys are my sounding board. Let me plug my phone in here. So, about, on January 29th, 2018, this is a board meeting exactly. On January 29th, 2018, I hit 200,000 subscribers. Now we are on March 28th. March 26th. What is it? 26th or 28th? I can't tell. 26th. And I'm hitting 750,000. So I wasn't even at 250,000. I probably was at 250,000 about a year ago. Which makes sense because I've gotten about 500,000 subscribers in the past year. And Ultra Secret Channel 3. That's funny, Aaron. I like that. So one of my videos this week, I mentioned this the other night, I redid. It was a redo from an earlier video, the pedal point video. And it didn't do well. But that is what just happened? My thing just crashed here. Oh no, it didn't. It did not do well. It kind of performed like it performed better than it did the first time. The first time I got 6,000 views on it. I mean, I'm talking about from when I posted it in 2016 until now. So without doing any commercial videos at all, I got to 200,000. I don't know how. I really don't know how. But if you look at my channel, every YouTuber knows what goes on with their channel. They just do. And every YouTuber talks about it with each other. I have a lot of YouTuber friends, and you think that they just kind of go on and they don't talk about anything, but they do. And they look at these things. What do you mean my content is some of the best, Marshall? I hope you're putting me up there with Vsauce or something, comparing me with that. Peter said Bright Size Life didn't do well initially. Yeah, you know, Matheny says he sold about 900 copies with it. But I started the channel off, and I knew that the one thing that was going to make my channel different is to make content for professionals. And that was the key. I mean, really, my buddy Keith was in last week, who has 5 Watt World, and I talked to Keith. I talked to Rhett. I talked to Adam. I talked to Nari. I talked to YouTubers all the time. And everybody has a different process. It's really fascinating. Really, really fascinating. Sometimes it's a struggle for me. It's not usually a struggle. Yesterday was a struggle for me. I gotta tell you. I have to tell you. I couldn't decide what to make a video on. And I had about 10 different ideas. And I was almost paralyzed by having too many ideas. I couldn't decide on one. The Doors was a no-brainer. So the reason I picked the Doors is because I just love that song. And that was the deciding factor there. When it came down to it, I said, what do I really want to do? What is exciting to do? And that I think that comes across. I don't know if you guys agree, but my excitement for the music comes across in that. And I think that's the most important thing. And I tell people, I tell my YouTube friends, do things that you're excited about. Ultimately, that's really where it's at, is to be excited about music. The Guthrie video, I was excited about doing that. You guys know I love Guthrie's playing. And I love talking about it. And it's the same kind of stuff that I do anyways. I just when I sit with my friends, before I had this channel, I would do the same thing. Hey, check this out. Check this out. Now when this goes here, listen to that Phil. You know, all that kind of stuff. The Guthrie stuff. I had Dylan listen to it, you know, and he's going as I'm feeding him. He's got food on his face and everything. And I'm air drumming all the time, and I'm air guitaring. Even if I can play this stuff, I still air guitar. So, and I've always been excited about music. I can't hide it. I don't want to hide it. I remember going to weddings when I was a kid. I'm talking back in the 60s and 70s. My second oldest sister got married in 1974. She has a 40-year-old daughter, almost 41-year-old daughter that has 4 kids. And but they used to dance the tarantella at the weddings always, and they had such a great time. Oh my God, Italian weddings back then, it was the best. And they had so much fun with music. They could all dance. Both my parents were incredible dancers. Everybody could dance well back then, and it was just really, really fun watching it, and I loved seeing people that were so excited about music. That was a huge thing in our family, you know, with all the musicians. My grandfather, guitar player, and not professional, but my mom's brother, my Uncle Al, played bass with Woody Herman. My 2 aunts, Aunt Penny and Aunt Marion, were both music teachers. It was amazing, you know. Both have music degrees. I'm from a family of musicians. My dad wasn't a player, but listened to great music. Was a bebopper, loved bebop, and it was always, come play for us, play after dinner. My mom, every night after dinner, my brother John and I had to go play for everybody, for the rest of the family. That was just part of the thing. My mom and dad paid for lessons for us, and for that we had to play. So we had to have a repertoire of tunes. And my dad loved bossa novas. So we played all the Jobim songs. We played tons of bossa novas. That's what, and my dad would hum along with it. It was just great. Anyway, so I can't keep my excitement at bay. So I want to be excited about the things that I'm making videos on. Yeah, would Light My Fire have done better as a video? Of course it would have. No question about it. It's a more popular song. Touch Me is a completely weird song. But it's not about that. It's about, communicating things and ultimately, if I'm more excited, and I will do Light My Fire because I think it's an amazing song. Hold on, let me read some of his comments. DJ says, half the people saying paralysis of analysis, I don't think that's what you said. You're talking about enthusiasm without excessive intensity, which is mania, as if a depressive condition. Agreed. Let's see here. Then paralysis of analysis, you're experiencing, from my perspective, deep enthusiasm with more and more trust, heading into compassion for the artists you love, then for you then happiness. The choices on the choices on what I pick for what makes the song great. Like, I was going to do a Metallica song today, and everybody wants me to do Master of Puppets, but I don't want to do Master of Puppets. And everybody's going to, do one with Cliff Burton, do an early Metallica, because all the Metallica snobs don't like the Black Album. But I love the song Sad But True. Gung, 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 da 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 dun, dun, dun. I don't know why. I just think it's I think it's one of their best songs. That or The Unforgiven. I love The Unforgiven. So I'm going to be I'll be having way more fun if I do that. And I know I'm going to piss off all the Cliff Burton fans with the early Metallica stuff, but those records don't sound as good. And they literally don't. They don't. The guitar tones are muddy and kind of boxy in the mid-range. I do what I want. What my favorite, when I do comment, my favorite comment is always, or to leave is always, the last time I checked, my name is on the channel, unless you've recently bought YouTube. Okay, let's see here. Let me check here my subs. Have I hit it yet? Hold on. And 749 992. Somebody take a screenshot on Social Blade if you can. If somebody sees it. I've got it right here. I'm looking at it. I'll take a screenshot as soon as it hits there. So it'll be a couple minutes here, but keep reminding me about that though. Eric says, I didn't mean paralysis in a bad way. There's a lot to talk about in the way you present your ideas in an inspirational manner. That's really, that is really what, I think that's really I think that's the key. I think that's really the key to being successful in social media, period. But this has been I got an email from Tom from Junkie XL today, or I sent him a picture of my Marshall stack. And he sent me back a picture of his Marshall stack mic'd up that he was just using this morning. And so then I sent him a picture of this. Look at this. You see that? Double stack, baby. So I'm going to he told me I should do a video called Double Stack. And that sounds really fun. So I plugged it all in. I have a Jubilee on one side and a JCM 800 on the other side. And I was playing it today. So I have a thing called a distribution box that you plug into that and it goes out to 2 amps. So I had 1 amp where I was running the JCM 800 with the gain all the way up, not the volume all the way up, the gain all the way up. And then I was running the Jubilee with a Fox tone machine fuzz, and it sounded massive. It was so fun. And so I'm gonna do what Junkie XL, what Tom said is I'm gonna make a video this week called Double Stack. And I'm going to get my buddy Dave, who's always in videos. He's never played guitar in here, but he's such a good rock player. And I'm going to talk about, we're going to set it up. We're going to set both of them up. We're going to lift the heads up. I mean, I did that. I lifted those myself. My assistant Ken said, no way, you lifted. How did you lift those? I said, I'm just lifting them up there. Each of the cabinet weighs 80 pounds and the heads weigh about 60 pounds. And And I used to tour with that. That was my setup, not a Jubilee, but a JCM 800 stack and a JCM 2000 stack. I had a checkerboard stack and I had a black stack. Double stack attack. Maybe that's what I'll call it, Clayton. This one goes to 12. Yeah, so there you go. 996. So it sounded amazing today. And I was so psyched. So I told Junkie, I said, I'm going to do the double stack video. Double stack attack. Oh man, I got to remember that. Hold on. Double stack attack. I got to put that in the, I love double stack attack. Oh, that's so good. Double stack attack. And that'll be the thumbnail right there. I mean, how great will that be? So there is no substitute for pumping all that air. That air. Double stack is back. That's pretty good too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put all the things up there, turn them on. I had them cranked. No, my hearing is fine. You realize that you only use the bottom speakers. That's when people have stacks, they only plug in the bottom speaker. I actually had one top and one bottom plugged in there though, but only one cabinet. So where'd the nickname Hypes come from? That's Attack of the Double Stack, Joe. I like that. Hypes is from me being hyper. I just hit it. Oh man, I missed it. Nuts. Somebody unsubscribe real fast. Quick. One person. Never mind. Never mind. That's awesome, man. Wow, this is so great. Boom. Thank you. Thank you. Pretty pumped here. You got VA, you got the capture. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I was thinking that I wanted to come on tonight because I knew it was going to hit it. You know, somebody was asking me about what does it feel like to have all these subscribers, and I don't ever think about it. Like they said, do you ever think about it? And I said, no, I don't think about it. I don't think about it. I just upload. I hit the upload button the same way every time. When the video's done, I upload it. But someday a lot of people will catch on, I think. I think so. I can't thank you, VA. I think that I think that I think it was Casey Neistat that I saw talking about this a long time ago, right when I first started my channel. Oh, by the way, the Beato book, I have a sale on it. I have that I was going to run tomorrow. That I am going to run tomorrow, and it's the everything on my website. 750K is the discount code, 25% off. So if anybody wants to get anything, mugs, anything, it's available right now. Aaron set it up earlier, and it'll go through tomorrow night. But I wanted to do that to thank people for that. But yeah, Casey Neistat said that he still felt this is back when he had only about 7 million subscribers. How many Beato books you sold? If I sold as many as I had subscribers, a tiny fraction of it. Thank you, Martin. Double stack, 25% off. So Casey said he'd be, his finger shakes a little bit before he hits the publish button, and I feel like it's like we're a family too, David. I know, it's crazy. And if you lost your book file, email me. Just send me the thing, and Aaron will. Flat 5 is picking up too. Group hug. But things like the double stack attack is really, those kind of videos to me are fun. And I haven't made enough of those videos like that lately. Tabs hug. I will have tabs eventually in the book. Bring back the whiteboard. There we go, John. I will bring back the whiteboard. It was easier. I tell you that the when I had an assistant, when Aaron was here every day, and Amadeo, you missed it. Here, there's this double stack. Any chance of sounding off with puddles? Absolutely. You love the whiteboard and the band hammer. I do need an assistant. When Aaron was here, and he'd be sitting at the table out there while I was writing on the whiteboard, it was way easier to do things like to field questions, to when you have somebody there that you're kind of even though Aaron, I wasn't looking at Aaron talking to him, or Michelle or Carol, but the fact that there's somebody there, it's a little bit less dry. I'm not sure how to how to explain it. Griselda, you're slightly concerned, then that's being a concerned troll. Compare yourself to other YouTubers too much? No. No, you have to know what other YouTubers are doing. Because when people were writing to me, do the Google, the bot Google thing or whatever, the Google Doodle. And I was like, what? And then I asked Aaron, and then Aaron said, Adam and Paul already made videos on it. I said, I'm not making a video. Other people have made a video. I'm not making a video on it. No. I mean, it's just like when I did a video with Adam, I had done a video on the linear chromatic concept, because people were really I get distracted by by this. Yeah, and I wasn't interested in doing a video on that. It's just not interesting to me. Okay, so Ali Badar, is that how you say it? Gotta be honest, you think a couple of the ban hammers were not that warranted. Please don't ban me for saying it. Well, one of the people that got banned, his name is Ron Gillespie. He got banned on this channel, but guess what? Ron is on the other channel. Hey, Brett. Al Better. Ron is on the other channel. I banned him on here because I read everything. Not only do I read everything, but I remember everything too. So when I saw Ron on the other channel, he was very well behaved. Al like beer, okay? Your ban was firm yet fair. So I notice Ron every time. Ron leaves great comments. I will unban Ron now. And I do go back and unban people. You guys don't realize that, but when I see those people show up, because they only get banned, if they get banned on this channel, then they show up on the other channel. So anybody that, it's not a permanent ban from here. So, anyhow, so I'm gonna unban Ron from here. Ron might be he might be watching right now. I'm not sure. Ron, if you're watching right now, email me at rickbeato1@gmail. Okay? And I will I want to see if you're watching. David, you're afraid that you're going to abandon the linear chromatic video. So anyways, let me get back to that because I get off of my tangents. So Adam wanted to do a video on the Lydian chromatic concept. So I took mine down because mine was not, I didn't like mine. Because I've been asked about it so much. I knew George Russell. I studied with George Russell, but I'm just not interested in the Lydian chromatic concept. I'm just not. And so Adam wanted to make a video on that, so I took mine down. And that's, there you go. He's probably got another name in here. Hammers don't just drive nails, they can pull them out too. That's right, Rodney. One of my favorite things about 7 years ago, I redid the deck on my house with GL, or Ken, his nickname is GL, and my friend Andy. Kids were really small. The Layla wasn't born yet, but the deck, it's a long deck. It's 53 feet long. And it's just made with 2x6s, I think, because it's because they're 24 inches between the I think it is between the joists. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. But you couldn't just use the regular deck plank on it. So I remember I found this tool from watching an infomercial, and this thing had this long handle, and you could just pop the thing up, and they just pop right up. It was amazing. We had so much fun taking the things out with that. I don't know why I brought that up, but I was just thinking about that. Marshall, the favorite video you've done was about acquiring perfect pitch. You're still trying regardless of your age. I was sitting with Dylan in his room tonight, and I never do anything. We never do any ear training or anything like that. Yeah. Oh, pulling nails. That's right. The tool. So I took my piano app while Dylan was sitting at his computer, and I start typing in notes. And of course, he always gets them. It's ridiculous. And I said to him, Dylan, come on. You never think about notes ever. And he just doesn't. I said, nothing. You never just think, oh, that's an E flat going to a, or that's a G minor chord or anything. He just says no. And I just can't. He just doesn't. It's not interesting to him. That's the weird thing. He's just not interested in he's just not interested in analyzing music. I always think, are we sure that we're related, Dylan? I asked him about band again, and I said, when everybody's playing wrong notes, right? I said, he's like, yeah, of course. And I said, Dylan, do you think of the notes before you play them? And he says, well, yeah, I hear the notes. As when I look at the music, I hear the notes. But he said when he's listening to things, it just nothing ever occurs to him. It's like, well, if you know it, I guess it's the same as, look, you recognize the colors of things, and you don't, like, I mean, I had the YouTube logo there, the play button's red, but I don't really think about it, right? None of you think about that. DJ, when you're looking at your green screen, I mean, you don't think about that necessarily, right? I mean, I have a green screen. I don't look at it and say, oh, that's green. There's no reason to say that. It doesn't even come into your mind, right? So I guess that's it. It's too easy for him. It's not challenging. You can't look at a word without reading it. DJ, you're thinking about this. I mean, you don't think about colors around. I mean, you think about them if you're you think about them if you're doing something related to that. DJ, you're gonna have to think about that. If you're colorblind, you'll answer that in the next Beato Club video. There you go. I like it. Do you think he's completely like an auditory intake person, or does he show other things? Dylan is really, he just is into I'll give you Dylan. Here's Dylan. So he comes to me and he shows me he got this thing wrong on a test, on a homework assignment today. And the reason he got it wrong, it was pick one of these three things and answer it. Well, Dylan wasn't paying attention and he answered all three things correctly. But the teacher marked him off. He still got an A, but he marked him off because he didn't pick one, right? He did all three. He answered all three questions, and she has a little square around the one. And I said, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Why penalize the kid if he, just for not reading the thing correctly? But, that's, Dylan doesn't do his homework all the time. And he got a couple B's in his last report card, and so he's off video games now. And there you go. Because he didn't read the question correctly. No, because he just does it too fast. And thank you, Marshall. So that's that's Dylan. Everybody's kind of got their thing. The video froze up. That will land him a job. He doesn't sweat that stuff. He doesn't sweat it. Okay. I have to get going here. I promised I'd be off by 11 o'clock. So Dylan doesn't have songs he loves? No, nothing. He's not interested in anything. I know, Brett. Weird, right? I mean, he likes things like the Terraria theme. That's a video game. Or things like that in Minecraft, or in Fortnite or something. Just fun songs that he and his buddies sing. Dylan plays the oboe. And they like the Pokemon. They started watching Pokemon again, the three kids. And they'll sing the songs to it. All three of the kids will sing along with it. I mean, they love singing to things. All three kids do. But it's just interesting. It's fascinating to me. How many subs now? Oh man, let's see here. There are 750.25. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. I'll see you later this week. I'm going to London on Monday. And I'll be filming from over there. I'll be doing some live streams from over there. I can't wait. It's gonna be great.